lovely mom, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. Today we're going to be talking about my top 11 tips to taking your own family pictures. Everybody wants to take those lovely family pictures, but they can get super expensive, and why not save that money that you would on family pictures and put that towards your family, and you're still able to have those wonderful family pictures to share with your entire family. So if that is something that you're interested in, let's get to it. My tip number one is equipment. So a lot of people think that in order to have that photography feel, that you need to have really expensive equipment. While the expensive equipment may take awesome pictures, you can also do some alterations to your pictures after you've taken them. Or you can take any pictures from any type of phone or camera you already own. I know iPhones have ridiculously great quality for pictures and videography as well. So if you have an iPhone, you can definitely use that to your advantage and take awesome pictures. Another piece of equipment that may be useful for taking your own family pictures is have a tripod. I have a tripod. I actually have two. I have one that is about 4 to 5 feet high, and that one I purchased at Target about a couple years ago, but they still offer it today, and it is a Target, and that one runs about $25. So very inexpensive if you need a tripod. It's not the best in the world, but it does the job. Another thing to note is when taking pictures with your iPhone or with a camera, just make sure it has a timer. Normally, most of these devices do have a timer, anywhere from 3 seconds to 10-second timers. That way it gives you time to click on the button and run to your spot to take the picture. Tip number 2 is location. Make sure that whatever location that you are wanting to take your family pictures, you get yourself familiarized with. Pick a spot that will look amazing in pictures. Make sure that it's not an area where it's heavily trafficked, where there's going to be a bunch of cars or people walking by, or if you can see a lot of houses that just do not look attractive and you don't want those type of things in the background of your family pictures. My third tip is lighting and timing. So the best time to take your pictures is going to be very early in the morning or right before the sun goes down. Those are the best times to take your pictures. If you go right in between, it makes for winking eyes and the sun is in your face and you get these pictures where you're like this and it's not very that attractive. You want to be able to have pictures where you can see your family's faces. Tip number 4, have a plan. So definitely plan the time of day that you want to go, plan the poses that you want to take, and plan the props that you want stuff to be featured in your family pictures. So avoid being too matchy-matchy, but find colors that coordinate along with each of the person in the picture. Layers look great in pictures, but avoid wearing too many busy patterns. What I recommend you do is Pinterest. So find a bunch of poses that you like on Pinterest and make a board out of it, and that way when you're on site you can pull out your Pinterest board and follow the poses that you liked on those boards. Also, another thing to remember is get a few traditional pictures, the type where the whole family is looking at the camera, but also make sure to capture some of the moments that are just raw and in the moment. Those make for great pictures. So something that photographers love to do is have a nice scene in the background. But of course, if you're trying to do this on a budget, you can't spend a whole lot. For our pictures, I decided just to grab a small little pumpkin and a blanket while we were taking our family pictures, and I think that added just a little touch of something extra onto these family pictures. Start your photo shoot with the hardest shots first. Especially with children, they get so over the task very quickly. They don't sit still and they're ready to just run around and do their own thing. Definitely get the traditional ones out of the way where they're staring at the camera and everybody is saying cheese. So get those shots out first, then you can move on to the more raw and in the moment photos where you're not directly staring into the camera, because that is the hardest thing to do, is to get a child to look at the camera. Tip number 9 is take lots of photos. Just keep going and taking pictures, because the more you have, the more selection you will have. If you just take one of each, then you will get stuck with pictures that maybe you weren't really too happy about and you don't have anything else to work from. Tip number 10 is just capture the moment. Do not worry about being perfect or having the perfect Instagram or Facebook photo. Just worry about capturing the moment and knowing that these pictures will mean a whole lot to you and your family as the years go by. Tip number 11, after you've taken all of your pictures and are done with family photo day, then you can go ahead and go to a Walgreens, a Walmart, any place where they have a quick printout of photos, and you can just have those pictures and frame them in your home and call that a day. However, if you want to take your photos to another level, there are budget ways to edit your pictures. I like to use Lightroom Mobile.
Lightroom Mobile is free, but because it is free, it does have some limited features and it limits on what you can do to edit your pictures. But simple editing is using the presets that are already enabled into the Lightroom app that are free to use, or you can buy some presets for as low as $4 on Etsy to do the editing for you. Or you can just play around with the settings such as the temperature, the saturation, the tint, and the vibrance, and just mess around till you get the desired look that you want for the picture.
And I like to use my editing software on my Mac computer. Now I realize that a lot of people don't have an editing software on their computer, so you can just leave your pictures as is and they will look just as fantastic. Look at the camera. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got some ideas and inspiration, motivation to take your family pictures on your own, and you can save some money this year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, I would like to have you here at the Consider It All Joy family. So you can do so by clicking the subscribe button down below and clicking that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos I upload. I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.